since that we are talking about this mental health well-being, there's something that in Bazi that is very useful in this term, very useful in this term. And recently I was like going back into the five element, the five realm, and I also realized that there's a lot of relations behind of it. Okay, a lot of relations behind of it that is actually quite useful for you guys. So when you start to learn Bazi, of course there is a lot of elements that you need to go through. So of course you have to start from the five element itself. You cannot get out from the five element. Yeah. So the element will then represent by the stem and put into different pillar that we talked about before, right? A more different pillar that we talked about before that is quite a usage for that. So I want you guys to realize that if you go into learning, make sure that your basic is good. Make sure that your basic is good. Yeah. I bet. Normally cannot, right? This is StreamYard, so the face is more clear in every way possible. Yeah. So five element is very important. So let's start by understanding this five element. Okay. So you have water element, you have fire elements, you have this kind of fire, then wood you have metal you have earth element. So this five is a main category in whatever that you're trying to learn in metaphysics. Is it correct? Okay, is it correct? It's going to be like the main thing that you're going to use no matter where you are. If you dig even deeper, you will then realize that five realm actually also used in a lot of different perspective. A lot of even your house, even your area, even the environment that you are in is five element. Okay, even the area that you're in is actually in five element. So five element actually also related to five realm. To really understand five element, you have to look into their interactions. Okay, so whatever that I actually teach or talk about, I always go back into keywords because I don't want to label them too much. Once that you label them, you might not be able to find a lot of other relations. So learning metaphysics are never fixated. Okay, learning metaphysics never fixated. Okay, it's turning white. Yeah, because thinking too much of metaphysics is actually turning white, so it's not a good thing. Okay, it's actually turning white, it's not a good thing. Yeah. So so learn metaphysics, you cannot fixate them. So there's something that you guys want to know about is whatever labeling was given, right, is the idea or the principle of that particular master itself. Okay, is that particular person itself, that person label the five element into certain practicals, layman term for everybody uh, to understand it in the easiest way. Okay, so when you learn metaphysics, you always have to draw back to the element function itself. Okay, the element functions, the element attributes, whatever they look like, whatever they sound like, whatever they move like. Yeah, then you have to understand all of that first. So today I'm just going to give you a very brief five element. Next week I will give you a more details understanding to that. Is that okay for you guys? Is that okay? Type of one for me if you're okay. Yeah. I know this is a little bit rush, and I know that it's a little bit noisy here. I hope everybody can bear with me. I'm just going to give a little bit of your stuff. Okay. Jackson was actually saying that explain stuff. Type of one for me if you guys are okay. Is my voice okay? Let me know too. Yeah, please let me know. Is my voice okay? So that I don't disturb so many people here. Hi Jen. Yeah, my voice okay? Maggie was in. Everybody good? Yeah, I hope that I'm not too noisy. I hope that nobody is buying coffee right now. Yeah. Okay. So about five element. Um, Let us begin with water. Okay, let us begin with water. So a lot of time, water elements. Okay, refer it back to the nature of water element. Okay, nature of water element, because water element, um, I do find out something very special right now, that when you use it for 5 round, I never talked about 5 round before, but I will talk about the 5 round after this. And I'm gonna promise you guys that this battle class that I'm going to do it like Facebook Live is going to be very deep. I'm going to find something that is related to that day, and I'm going to tell you about that, because I'm going to contribute this all to all the Facebook Live. Even though it's 1 hour, I'm trying to bring everything back, okay, as a free class. But you guys have to bear with me and have to follow with me. That's the thing I can ask you guys to promise me, yeah, or just follow me if wherever on Facebook I have, yeah. So when you go into the 5 element, they all are interconnected. They all are more into interactions. Okay, so when you want to understand a water element, and you want to understand what this water cannot do, yeah, then you just need to know that when water counter fire and when water being countered by earth, what does it mean? Yeah. So water element is, according to my understanding now, is more related to unlimited desire. Unlimited desire. Okay, because we are talking about practical parts for actions. So unlimited desire means that water element is like it's going everywhere. Keep on searching for something. Keep on, go into every corners, everything possible that you're going to have. Um, like all around the world, water was exists, and water can actually become the mist, become the cloud, become the mist, and then the mist can go into any area of house, right? And water also highly related to oxygen. Yeah, so it actually relates a lot to cultivations too, to helping the plant to grow, helping the wood to grow. Okay, is an important factors. But when you look at it as actions, about the actions for you, if you have a lot of water in your chart, most likely people will say that, okay, you're emotional, you depressions, you have a lot of issues, you're thinking too much, your ideas is too much, you're ever changing, your ideas keep changing, it never stops, right? That is all water element. Yeah, and because of that, most of the time you have a lot of water, your desire is too much, your attachment is too much. So when you learn something, you keep on want to find the end corner of it. Yeah, the desire can never end actually. So one corner can lead into another corner. Yeah, one corner lead to another corner that lead you into problem. So this is like what am I telling you right now is just a water nature of water. So water like to go into that way. Yeah? So if you have a lot of water, um, you have to contain the water. Yeah, you have to contain the water. So water element means that you go everywhere. You're unlimited. You're unstoppable. Nothing can stop you. No place that you cannot reach. But when there's, you can go everywhere, right? Then that indicates that it indicate that you never stop. You will never stop. Okay, and because of that, most of the time when you have depressions, because water highly related to depressions and emotions, you will never stop. You keep on digging it. You keep on digging. You keep on reaching a place that you're not supposed to reach. Okay, and water, and when we become murky, right? When it becomes dirty, contaminated, you can never let go. That's the nature of water. So it's like you're trying to do water painting. Yeah, you put a blue color in, and then you put another yellow color in, right? It turns into a different color, and after that they can never separate. So if you have problem, then this is the problem you will have. Yeah, you will fall into that category. But imagine, yeah, imagine that this is a good thing. You fall into a good place. You mix with a beautiful color. Then you will fall into a good place. But that is when you have the clarity on what you want to do. Okay, this is only when you have clarity of what you want to do, and because of that, then most of the time, when you have clarity, you understand that what is the best thing for you. Then your water can turn well, can be well. Okay, if not, you keep on trying to search for something, trying to reach for something. Okay, on the fifth realm, this realm actually produced a very bad uh, name. In fifth realm, I call this the realm of ghost realm. Ghost realm means, in some sense, ghost realm actually indicates that whatever magical, whatever attachment, whatever desire was actually created by you. So you're the one who did everything to creations that created your own problem. Okay, water is related to that. Yeah? So look into your chart. Ask yourself, do you fall into that category or not? Yeah? Do you fall into the category? So now, tell me, any one of your chart is actually full of water or not? While taking a bite. Huh? Anybody chart is actually water here? Your five structure? Do you know where to find your five structure? Five structures, a lot of water. Yeah. Then you actually know, you keep on digging something. Dig until that there's no point to give you. Okay. So if you're like imagine, yeah, if you're like you're searching for wealth, and the wealth never come from you, you keep on asking why. Because you created that perceptions, you created your own desire, you created your own path that lead into the problem. Okay, Maggie say you have a lot of gui, then you understand what I mean, no? Okay, well, some of them, after that they become a stem. They have a different indications for it. Okay, so when you have water element, then it still have a side of yin and yang. You cannot just base on one part of it, yin and yang, yeah, like you, yeah. So when you go into water like that, then because of too many desire, that's the bad thing, yeah. For practical understanding, for water element, you have too many desire. Okay, why is it too many desire? Why is it? Okay, so when water produced to wood, wood will grow. Okay, so the functions of wood is actually to reach for the sun. Okay, to reach for the sun. So when the wood grow, there always a destinations to go into. Keep on growing, never stop, never ending. The more that you put in the water, the wood still will continue to grow, will never stop. Yeah, and because of that, you keep on thinking there is something that you can reach, the wood can reach. So the more water you have, the more that you are seeking the intentions, there's something for you to grasp. That is a wood element that keep on branching out, keep on branching into new stuff, keep on diversifying, diversify everything. You keep on branching until a level that you do not know who you are. Okay, you see, when a tree is growing too much, um, a very big tree. In the end, okay, in the end, that big tree with all this leaf around the tree, hiding under is actually a very dark place. Okay, so that one in the different perspective of feng shui perspective, actually it will indicate more darkness can come if you are never really understand how you want to grow. So that's why with water, need to have a very good clarity. What you want, where is it that you want to do. So if you cannot if you like in certain point that you feel like you need to be controlled, then you need to use the earth element. Okay, need to use the earth element. Yeah, that means that in certain point, whatever your desire is, it must be directed into one directions or one focus or one area that you need to go through. Yeah, water need to go through that path. Okay, why is it I'm telling you is related to ghost realm? Because water, in if you learn metaphysics, water is one of the most highly related to emotional depressions element. Okay, and most of the time, you're the one who caused that problem. You're the one who keep on producing this water. Okay, most of the time. Yeah, so that's why it will lead into depressions. If you're not stopping it, you're not controlling it, then you will lead into depressions. Yeah, so Maggie say you have wood too. Okay, you can use wood, of course, but you need to understand if your water is dominant, then the first thing come to your mind is what I said just now. Okay, so later on when you have problem, because metaphysics, right? Metaphysics have to use different element to mitigate your chart. So that's why I say when you learn metaphysics, you cannot label them. You can only understand what their nature of flow is. Okay, you can only understand their nature of flow, and then one flow will be countered by the other flow. This flow can create a different flow. It's like a cycle. Okay, it's really like a cycle. So when you look into that way, then that's how the chart's supposed to function. You cannot have dominant or something. When you dominant or something, something is going to be wrong. Okay, so there's water element. Now we go into the next is the wood. Yeah, it's the wood. Wood is the one that is always having a pattern to grow. Like just what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So if you have dominant of wood, okay, you will realize that you keep on growing. All your life is about growth. If you cannot grow, you will get angry. That's the easiest thing to say. Eh? And when you have wood, wood is most likely related to spirit realm because this is the one that understand that life must have a path. Okay, life must have a path. Everything have a loss. Wood element. Okay, and wood element related to continue to grow, continue absorbing. Sometimes even have to sacrifice themselves. Okay, for something. Hi Jimmy. Yeah, today I'm in McDonald's Penang. I'm trying to do a Facebook live here. So wood, when you have too many of wood, you might sacrifice yourself for a better good. Okay, if you don't sacrifice yourself and you keep on only absorbing the water, right? Then you will grow into a very stubborn person. The patterns that you have, the pattern, the trend, the branches that you have, you will only believe that your branch can keep on reaching a new place. That will be very dangerous one, yeah. Why is it dangerous? Because when you're so stubborn, when you only know that you have one directions to go, you will not diversify your branches. Yeah. And when you're focused on only one path of growth, right? Because normally, wood can only grow one direction. Normally can only grow one directions. So when you grow into wood in that way, then the patterns actually kill you. Yeah, pattern actually will kill you in that sense, because you don't believe in other things. You don't believe in other branches. You don't believe in other patterns that you can see. Yeah, and because of overly abundance, most likely it stop you. Now, why is it have overly abundance have problem? Yeah? Um, when one element, okay, when one element is abundance, the other element must go down. Yeah, that's why when you learn puzzle, most of the time we use other element to control the other element. The reason is because that once that the abundance element go down, okay, then when it go down, the other element can survive better. So this is like the painting. In the end, it's look like the painting. Okay, so when you have a lot of wood or less wood, that means you might not believe in any pattern in this life. You might not believe any laws that you can find in this life. Let's just say example. Just now, somebody asking me, why is it nowadays people is going for temple? Metaphysics teacher like to go temples because there is a pattern and a belief that produce something, create something. That's why people like to go for temples. Yeah, that is a pattern. But for you, maybe you will not believe that such a thing can be done. Okay, you will not believe such a thing can be done. Yeah, until one day that you really go and explore it, and then there's a new branch of belief come out, new branch of a path that come out. If not, right, when you have less wood, yeah, or you have overly abundance of wood, most likely you will have this issue. In other words, I think the key word is for wood is stubborn. You are not stubborn enough in something, or you are too stubborn with something, too fixated, too rigid in something. Okay, can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? I think that will give you ideas, yeah, how the wood actually survive. So when you want to learn about five element, I always will ask people, go and understand the nature. Understand the nature means go and look into the wood, understand that how the wood actually function. Okay, how does actually the wood functions, how does it grow, how does it actually move, what is the meaning behind of it, why is it like that, and how to use it for five realm. That is the most important thing. Understand the nature is nothing. So wood can means what? That's why let's just say in five realm, right? Ghost realm indicates that your desire only have one pattern. Man's realm indicates the outcome that you want only have one pattern. Yeah, the outcome or the result or something have one pattern. Okay, and then when you go into the earth realm, your actions, your activities only have one pattern. Nothing else you'll be doing. Imagine that this is overly abundance in your chart, and then your direct wealth or your wealth element, okay, is also wood. You are a control freak, and there's only one way to define you, which is only in a very stubborn, rigid control freak in whatever that you're doing. Okay, can you relate? But I will tell you more about this when you go on, because I believe that this five realm can tell you a lot of things that you will see in real world, not just learning for yourself, because you might want to use this in the real world. What does a car function is? What does a McDonald business is look like? Are they what that they're doing? What kind of business they are doing? Who they are controlling? And what kind of element they put in? Actually have a lot of indications in five element and also five realm. Okay, so wood is like that. Then wood then become fire, right? Fire element. I think the keywords for fire is passions. Okay, keywords, yeah. Not I think, but it's actually passions. Most of the times, related to passions, related to feeling, related to happiness, your emotions, everything is related to that. Okay, most of the time is related to how you feel internally, how that your heart is beating. And when you feel your heart is beating, how grateful you are with the heart. That is fire element. Yeah. So fire element, when you abundance of fire, you might be over high, over believe yourself, over fulfillment, over happiness, over up and down, happy and unhappy life. Okay, that actually cause uh, that kind of problem into that. Yeah, that kind of problem into that. Yeah, and why is it cause problem? Yeah, because when you always think about internally, how you feel, how your emotion is, you ignore other people. Okay, you will actually ignore other people. If on the good side, you actually can influence other people, but most of the time people will not do that. Most of the time, yeah? They only feel that they themselves require to be happy. Can it mean to be selfish? I don't think there's a meaning behind of it. But most of the time, you care about how you yourself is first. How you yourself is first. Yeah? How you yourself, how your feeling is first, rather than other people. That's fire element. Yeah. And when you look at it, fire require a lot of wood to burn. require a lot of wood to burn. So without a real directions, without a clear path of life, that keep on supporting the fulfillment, the happiness, fire element person or the entire fire structures will actually have will easier become exhausted, easier be suppressed, easier will be killed off, yeah, easier will be taken care of. Yeah, so if you are a thing fire, but not being fire, if you are a thing fire, very easy that you will be exhausted by your surrounding, by people not helping you, by the God not helping you, by the universe not helping you. You feel like this is not for you, yeah. Okay, that's fire. That fire element. So fire element always related to that. Because of that problem, your friend most likely be exhausted by you. Your wife will be exhausted by you. Okay, when you have high fire element, yeah? And if you look into five realm, of course, this is related to the soul. Okay, really like the soul, yeah, means that now human, the soul. Just now the wood is the universe law. Okay, the wood is actually the universe law. The fire is the soul. So why am I telling you this? Yeah. So later on, when you want to learn something about the soul, use the soul as the first companion stars. Then you will understand the soul realm of this world. Just give you some directions, yeah. But I know not everybody can do that, but I hope you can. Because learning metaphysics, learning about the element, and I'm telling you the basic core of it, is to allow you guys, when you're using Bazi, you're using other related metaphysics tools, you're able to be flexible in using it and come to understanding of the things that you're supposed to understand. Yeah. So fire element related to the soul. That's why it's always about your own purpose, your ideas, your belief. Okay, it fulfills you, your emotions internally. What are you here in this world for? What are you doing here? What is the purpose you are here? And because of that, right? And you need a pattern. Now, this is a very negative things for fire structures people. You need a pattern. Means that you need a path, a universal law for you to use. Now imagine that you have learned something about cause and effect, karma, the universal law, right? And you take that as whatever is it for you in your life. Most likely that pattern will also cause you a lot of fixated mindset. You cannot burn well, you cannot be well, you cannot be well passions, because something about that stop you to believe who you are. Okay, stop you to believe that you actually have a purpose in this life, because you're supposed to use the wood to bring your own purpose, but in the end you use the wood as the purpose, the pattern of this world, the law of this world, that cause you unable to get out. Let's just say your preconceived ideas. Okay, let's just say you believe in karma too much. Let's just say you believe in God too much. I'm not saying not good, yeah, but most likely those with fire element, they actually fall into that category. Normally, yeah, normally they fall in the category. Something that brings you passion, fulfillment, looks clear to you, or something that, because wood produce fire, fire require wood to survive. So there must be something burning, keep on burning, and that, because in real life, that will cause you problem. Okay, a lot of people never realize that in real life, you cannot just have one resource. You cannot just have one, income of money. There's also a problem. You cannot just have one source of income. You cannot have one source of knowledge. You cannot just learn one thing from one person. You cannot just get every single thing from one single master. Really one, yeah? Because if you only get that, you will not compare. And if this person, you know, just went missing out of your life, your entire world collapse. Imagine this is your husband and you depend on this husband. So would a fire element person, without the actual source, okay, to let them continue to burn, you have problem. Big issue. Big issues, yeah. And you have it, you thought it was the real one, okay, but when it gone, means that it will clash away. On your button chart you have clash, it will clash away, you no longer have ability to do so, then you lost your life, or your world just collapsed. So that's why it always brings to understanding why that, according to five element, why is it was that way. Okay, next week I will tell you in a more clear way. So I just give you a brief introductions. How does all of them look like? Okay, and then in the end, there's the next one is the next one will be the what? After the fire then will become the earth. Earth is your mind, your entire mind. Okay, is the heaven realm. Yeah, because earth element is what we call the accumulations of energy. Okay, it's always accumulate, it always piling up from soil to become soil, and then maybe it become a mountain, right? So it always exalting, it always take up thing, always everything seems like go, you just seems like keep on absorbing things, and you cannot exert it out, very hard. Yeah, so for earth element, of course everybody will know if you learn a little bit of metaphysics, when you go into earth element person, earth structures person, they're most likely a little bit more slower, non-expressive, cannot express themselves. They are more into stagnation if there's a lot of problem. Okay, why is it stagnations? There's a lot of meaning behind of it. Earth element is not moving, non-moving element. Because of that, they will always look like not doing anything, and people around them will blame them that you're not doing things right now. Yeah, and because of that, they will feel rejected. Yeah, they will feel rejected, they are not feeling good with you, this is not the things that are supposed to be done. Yeah, and people keep on rejecting their ideas, rejecting their concept, because whatever they think seems like not moving for other people. Yeah, but if you look into the five realm, then this is related to the earth, the mind's realm, the heaven realm. No, this is related to the earth realm, the actions part, but it related to your mind. Okay, the reason behind you're not taking actions is because of accumulations of different ideas, accumulations of preconceived ideas, accumulations of different type of people, saying their perspective, their reason, that actually you thought that it can actually add up to what you want to know. Example like learning metaphysics. Okay, you learn a lot of different master, different ideas, different teaching, and when all of them come together, what you learn is actually just the scary part of it, just the element to avoid disaster, and you keep on holding into it because this is all the things you gather, and you thought that this is the best thing for you. The more that you gather it, the more preconceived ideas you have. Let's just say Jimmy, right? Jimmy said that his chart has a lot of earth. This is one of the reason also, because your karma, your karmic palace actually produced in it, even give you a different ideas that, okay, you're going to take that as an ideas to whatever that you're doing right now. So with too much of different people ideas, the accumulations that force you to become a problem. Okay, then suddenly say nice, thank you, Seno. What do you mean? Does it related to you? Yeah, all these accumulations of different people ideas force you to unable to execute. Why is it cannot execute? Because you are going to produce the matter element. Matter element in metaphysics is always related to executions. Imagine that you haven't had time, whatever ideas you have to consolidate. Is it like that the words? Slowly produce the matter element, right? You have to slowly produce the matter element. So imagine that your earth haven't really produced the metal, you already put in new earth element. That's why it stopped you. That's why it actually stopped you to take actions. You have too many things in your head. Okay? Now, why is it going temple can help you unlock yourself? Can anyone give me any example? Why is it going temple can unlock yourself? Anybody? Why is it going temple can unlock yourself? You have all the mind, right? You have all the earth element, right? Yeah? When you have too many earth element, that means you need a wood to come and open it up, or to strengthen the earth element, to control your earth element. Okay? Yes, you go temple can clear mind, but if you use in a perspective of five element, the wood was there to show you a branch. So it hold you up, it hold the earth up, and then it slowly grow, right? And lead you to know that okay, I'm saying you, I'm on you because I need to grow to one singular path or directions that I want to go into. Yeah, that's the reason behind of it when you go temple. There's a reason. But do you believe it? Now, that pattern of you, the wood branch, maybe not in that term. Yeah, maybe not in that term, yeah? Okay. So I hope that gives you ideas. Anybody okay with that? Is it good? Yeah? Using these five elements with five realm tell you a lot of things. But this is only using the perspective of who are you today? Okay, who are you today? Yeah. Later on, you can go into different kind of category. Slowly to go into explaining to you guys what does it mean, right? So the last one is the earth element. The last one is the metal element. Metal element is you yourself, your physical realm, your physical realm, your being, okay, your actual being. So when you go for metal element in metaphysics is always about executions, never about thinking. No think, nothing to think about, nothing to analyze, and is always is in an executions mode. That's mean meta element only related to take actions. Okay, taking actions. So why is it that when you look into meta element, people like to say that they are suitable to become finance market, go into become policeman, become somebody special, specialize in something, expertise in something. Meta element only talk about taking actions, not going to do other things. Take action is the best thing to do. Why is it about that? Because metal is only used in that term. Yeah. So when you have meta element, you don't care about other people too. What you care only is actions brings result. Yeah. And whatever you do, you will never use anything to it. But metal require fire to shape it, require earth to produce in. Yeah. This means you must have a little bit of ideas and also a lot of what? Fire element. A lot of happiness and fulfillment to shape who you are. You cannot just execute, yeah, and you have to be on the right place to produce water, right conditions, because metal in a desert or in a fire locations, the summer locations, it only get hot, it will not produce water. But when a metal element on top of the mountain, a very cold breeze place, right, like a winter place, only by then when the metal become more cold, only will produce water. Yeah, and that is relate to the men's realm, totally related to the men's realm. Yeah, we as a man, we as a human being, we are not using it in a full way, we are not utilizing it in a very uh, fully utilizing the abilities that we as a human have. Our body was meant to take actions, but for some of us, we thought that it was meant to suffer. Some of us, yeah, I'm not saying everybody of us, some of us think that we are meant to suffer. No, our physical body in this world as a matter element that's not meant to suffer. It was meant to take actions. It was meant to do something. It was meant to build this world. Without actions, without people thinking about something to produce, like me today, if I'm not consistent with my action, consistency is also part of meta element, which is why I forced myself to do Facebook Live. Because last week I was actually, postponed, right? So this week I have to do it no matter what. So if you're not taking actions, there's nothing is going to help you. We human were made to become, to take actions. Yeah, and without that, right, we are understanding that without the soul, the fire energy to come in to shape you, without the desire, the happiness, you will never be able to do that too. Okay? Yeah? You guys get ideas of that? Everybody? Is it okay? Do you find this interesting or not? Okay? Anyone? Nobody is talking to me, huh? Hello? Yeah? So next week, I'm gonna have a shot because next week we'll go even deeper for it. Okay, go even deeper for it. So when you look into 5 RAM with that, you try to match it with that. I know today I didn't have any pictorial form for you guys, no picture and stuff. Next week I will bring it more clear for you guys. Okay, yeah. So this is a brief introduction of 5 element, and I hope that it give you an ideas of what 5 element nature is. And of course, please go and look around. Learning metaphysics, it was never just based on your chart. Okay, please don't do that. If you do that, it's labeling already. Okay, yeah. So Maggie was saying if parts no matter at all, still can force ourselves to take actions, right? Yes. Your body is already a meta element. Okay, this is also why when you go for parts reading, when your chart have less meta element, it means that you are not that kind of good in taking actions. Yeah, not that kind of good in taking actions. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that you look into your chart, understand your chart first, and then next week I'm going to talk with you guys with the perspective of it. Okay, everybody okay? Yeah. So I'm going to see you guys next week, and look into your own chart and look into what I said just now. I'm going to post something in there. Yeah. So can you strengthen the meta element? Yes, of course you can strengthen. If not, why you learn Bazi? The method of strengthening the element is use it. Take more actions. Don't think. Yeah, you have less meta element. Don't think. Take more actions. Very easy. Yeah, simple applications more. Okay. So thank you to everybody, and thank you for joining in, even though that I'm late. So I'm going to see you guys next week. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.